Hi, everyone. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to adjust this camera. How is everybody today? And welcome to the Sacred Heart Connections talk about where I talk about, and I'm live on Instagram as well. So if you're there and you have any questions or you'd like to comment and tell me what you're from, amazing. That will be beautiful. Hang on, I just need to adjust this camera. Excuse me if I look like I'm coming from you sideways. I'm just trying to work with what I have. I'm not in Ubud at the moment. I'm actually at this beautiful beach club, which is at Kamaris Beach. So it's very, very amazing. The weather here is beautiful today. It gets a little bit humid in the afternoon, a bit hot, but it's a lovely place to be close to the ocean, and which I'm going to talk about today. So my name is Kerry Clancey. I'm an ambassador for 1 Million Meditators. I love doing these talks and I love teaching meditation. That is what opens my heart. And when we do things that are very, very heartfelt and we give to others, what happens is they feel that energy and their heart starts to open. So that's a little bit about why I do what I do. I've been here in Bali now for almost 6 years. I work at the yoga barn. I also try and do live broadcasts from there, although sometimes the Wi-Fi can get a bit iffy. And it might drop out today as well, because I find as the day goes along, it gets lower and lower. But anyway, we'll just keep going. So today I had many questions over the last 2 weeks, and I will be going back on doing it weekly because of the questions that have been coming through. And I believe that it's very important to share the wisdom and the knowledge with others, especially in these times. So we know that we're going through a major planetary shift or a new way of being. And what that means is we are becoming awakened and more aware how we can change through thought, through feeling. Feeling is healing, as they say. So one of the questions that came in, which I really wanted to elaborate a bit more on, is how our 5 senses are connected to the 5 elements. So the 5 senses are what we hear, what we taste, what we smell, what we see, what we hear. So we're taking on and digesting everything in our environment. Whether that be around our family, whether that be around our work, whether that be around our social media family. And what we're doing, we're taking on everything. Excuse me. So if we're scrolling through our feed on whatever social media, and we come across something that we don't like, we've actually digested that. So it's about learning how to clear your energy and knowing and understanding with awareness that that's what it is. Now, our senses are connected to the 5 elements. The elements are earth, water, fire, air, and the last one is spiritual or ether. You might see it written. It's many, many things. We could say it's consciousness. We could say it's the quantum field. Look, it all means the same thing. So don't get carried away on, what is that? Does that mean this? Because it all means the same thing. And when I was going through my spiritual, let's call it a spiritual awakening after my near-death experience, one of the things what I did identify is there's many, many words people use that are confusing people with their spirituality. Spirituality, or your spirit, your soul, just means that when you're in the place of love and kindness and happiness and feeling joy, you are connected to a force, an energy force inside you that is connected to another energy force outside you in a higher dimension, which is the 5th dimension. So the question, I guess, that I need to answer today is, how are they connected? So when we look at air, let's look at air. So air is everywhere, but it also comes from the plants and trees. Mother Earth purifies. What we exhale is poisonous, is toxin to the body. So as we exhale, we are giving it over freely to Mother Earth. She purifies it through plants and trees and gives us life force, energy, prana, ki, chi, air, oxygen. They're all one of the same. They mean the same thing. And what that does is relaxes the body. It calms the nervous system so we're not reactive and activating the nervous system or the fight or flight within us, which is past, what we've been taught from the past. It's where the fear, it's our root chakra disconnection. We lose our sense of security, of safety when that happens. So it's coming back and knowing that universally you are taken care of. There is no the energy that we take in a calming way, in a loving way to the body and feed it into the body. We embody that into the muscles, the tissues, the cells, the organs, our blood, everything. So consciousness is I am aware that I am connected. My 5 senses are connected to the 5 elements. So that's air and Mother Earth covered. I just like to keep things simple. If you need more information, please comment. Would love to know where you're from. If you find this interesting and you want to know more, please reach out or put a comment in and I'll share more information about that. So the water, our cells are 95% water. Water runs through the veins of Mother Earth, the planet, through rivers, waterfalls, streams, ocean. They are the veins that feed the energy of Earth. Without water, the plants wouldn't grow. Without plants, we would not survive. So everything feeds into everything on a conscious level. And someone's waving, hi. Let me know where you're from. It feeds into everything. And that is consciousness, knowing and understanding that we are connected to everyone and everything, because everybody has cells. And those cells are consciousness, but they're at different levels of either unconscious, subconscious, or consciousness. So consciousness is the knowing that I feel energetically disconnected today. What is it I need to do to bring myself up on a more conscious level, on a more loving way, on a way that serves me, my higher self, and others? How can I be of service to others if I'm not feeling good inside? So the responsibility lies within. And we need to shift that energy. Otherwise, we are disconnected from the earth. We are disconnected from air because we're not calming the body. The heart starts to maybe go fast when we're stressed, when we're angry, when we're feeling guilt or shame, and we just don't feel that essence of who we truly are within the love within us. The water, like the veins, if we looked at our blood as being the water of Mother Earth. So no one's blood is a different colour. It's all the same. We are all connected on a conscious level. We all bleed the same way. It doesn't matter what gender you are, what culture you are. Our blood is all the same and we all bleed the same way. So does Mother Earth. So, for example, if Mother Earth's veins are the water, if we're congesting the veins of Mother Earth with rubbish and throwing rubbish into the waterways, Mother Earth becomes clogged and cannot breathe. That pressure needs to go somewhere. So there's a buildup of energy. Hence, there are tsunamis, there are volcanoes, there are earthquakes. So we need to be more conscious, sending out healing to Mother Earth. Look at what we are doing, taking responsibility of what we are doing to the planet. There has been a major shift over the last months because Mother Earth has had a chance to breathe and replenish. When that happens, many of us have awakened that we are connected to this energy force, that we can bring more love and light into our planet, our beautiful planet. And there's two things I'd like to mention. I'll just go on to the spiritual side of us. So we've covered earth and water and the fire element. So the fire element is the digestive system within. It's everything. We are digesting everything. The words we speak about others, what we think about, we bring about. So all of that is sitting in the body. We embody that and we digest it to that digestive. It's like our digestive system. So if we're stressed, we may become constipated, or we may become, some people go to the toilet when they're stressed or nervous. It's because you've activated something within, and you want to clear that energy, because you don't want, and that's called healing. So you don't want to take that on. And the spiritual side of us is through the heart, through our love and joy and compassion and kindness. It starts from within, meaning we have to become that before we can help others. So this major shift that we're going through on the 21st of December is part of that. We're going to dissolve old powers and structures. So you may have noticed that systems have been breaking down, political systems, education systems. People speaking up more are speaking their truth about what they would like. Biological warfare, actually, I call it, but at least we're speaking our truth. We don't want that in our bodies, and we want things to change. So to bring about change, we need to be honest about what we're feeling. And when we're honest about what we're feeling, we receive wisdom and insight from our spiritual essence, our soul. It will guide you, because the more you come into your heart, the more you awaken. When we awaken, we become enlightened. Enlightenment means in that moment, I feel that love and joy, that I know something inside me, the inner wisdom is telling me I am connected to a higher power, a higher force. So the five senses and the five elements are connected. We are connected to everyone and everything, all of us, no exceptions. So when we do things like laugh and sing and dance, we become that. We become happier. We become joyful, whether we're in a collective consciousness or whether we are just conscious maybe in our living room playing music, maybe in our bedroom playing music and dancing in front of the mirror. If that gives you joy, do more of that. If it gives you joy to go off to a dance as a collective consciousness, do that. So do both. Sing, because singing opens up your throat chakra. And it allows you to, if you sing a song, if it's about love and joy and peace and harmony, no matter what it is, what country it comes from, English, Indian, Spanish, it doesn't matter, as long as it's with love, you will raise your vibrational consciousness. So, choose your words carefully, choose your song carefully, move your body through dance and raise your vibration, and then you can vibrate that out to others. So this new way of being, it's coming to I would call it igniting on the 21st of December. So what that means is the shadow side of people that are maybe pretentious or perceive themselves to be something that they're not, they're actually their shadow side will be lifted, because people need to be aware of the truth. So if you're not in your truth about who you truly are and what you're trying to teach, and have an understanding of, we know our inner power, our spiritual power, and that we are connected to everyone and everything, those people will be exposed. They have to be, because it's sort of like they're blocking consciousness. They're blocking the truth of what's happening to the planet. And there's so much love and light. There's millions of people now that have awakened, that want more love and light on this planet. They know what they want their new world to look like. So look at this, like the 21st of December, as like, all the darkness, the shadow now has been removed as we move into the love and light. And there'll always be a little bit of shadow to gauge what the light is. However, we have been in so much darkness for thousands of years. We want to experience the light for as long as we can. So if we go around saying or writing or even making videos about you must have darkness, you're going to create more of that. So please don't do that. Please create more light. We need to experience the light and keep that momentum going. So what's happening on the 21st, and put this in your calendar because it's so important, that we have a 15-minute meditation. Whether you want to join in a meditation with others, there'll be plenty of live ones on Facebook, social media that you can tap into, where they're light workers or spiritual people around the world will be participating in this meditation. They may have their own group ones. It doesn't really matter, because this is about a coming together. It's not about, oh, that's mine, that's yours. It's not. That's selfish. Selflessness is about, hey, you're doing it too. How amazing is that? I see you, I feel you, and I can see you want a better world just like me. So it's about kindness and caring and sharing. So on the 21st, there'll be many meditations, as I said. Try and tune into one and clear that energy as a collective. Also, Uluru in Australia will be activating Uluru again. If you follow me, you would have known that I was part of here in Bali. I did a special meditation and was part of that because the ley lines, the energy of the solar plexus, Earth solar plexus, opened up and sent through the ley lines of Bali. It was also sent around the chakras around the world, the energy centers around the world. That'll be activated again. There's been, if you know and understand the Palladians, the galactic family that we have that we can access, they placed crystals in Uluru many years ago, and they actually will be activated on the 21st of December to bring in more love and light and purity to the planet. As part of the healing, part of the new world, to raise the vibration. Also, 1 million meditators are going to do another global event on the 26th, 27th and 28th. So I'll be teaching again on the 27th. Please try and join one of the meditations. It's to keep the momentum going. There are many people who have been preparing for this, and many cultures also that have, are opened to change into this new way of being. Now, when we look at many cultures and the way they do things, some of them too have taken on energies from thousands of years ago, which are very dark. And they're teaching that. So they too will have a major shift on the 21st. They too will have to rewrite the history books, the ancient text, because ancient scriptures, a lot of them were manipulated and modified to try and control a minority. Whichever culture in the world, including where I live here in Bali, there are things that sort of a little bit suppressed, that may need to be looked at to bring more love and light into the planet. But I can assure you the universal energies of quantum field and the energies, including the angel energies, the angelic realm, are here to support that, and they will be coming in. And the people that are still carrying the shadow, the darkness, trying to control a minority, will be brought into the light, which is a beautiful thing. So remember too, I think I really want to put this out there. So if you have this understanding that you know that we are connected to the 5 senses within us, are connected to the 5 elements which are external to us, that when our thoughts about things are not others' responsibility. Our thoughts about things are our responsibility. So, for example, if I'm having a negative thought, and look, this happened, something traumatic happened to me a few days ago, and I felt myself go into an energy which I didn't like, and my thoughts were taken over, and I reacted in a way that I didn't like as well. But this is awareness. We all do this, and we're all learning to raise our vibration. So, and what I actually did, I had to like cocoon myself, meaning when I say cocoon myself, I didn't want to be in other energies that I knew would actually feed that. Because sometimes when we speak about the way we're feeling in that moment, if we haven't got a person around us that's very open to consciousness or understands what this is, they might feed into that and make us energetically feel worse. So you want people that are uplifting, and even if they're there just to listen and hold space for you and hold you close to their heart, sometimes that's all we need, to let the tears come and let them hold you, and so that you feel better, even for 10 minutes, and you will feel a warmth and you will feel safe. So hopefully with what I'm sharing will help you remember that remembering who you are. So I really want to, this is part of some things that I teach in my one-on-one sessions and my workshops when I'm doing them, which I plan to do more of in the future on live, like Zoom, more Zooms. But what we need to remember is we were born through love, which means when two people come together through love and a child is born, the seed and the egg meet, that's through love. Normally that's through a loving moment between a unity between two people. Then there is a spark of light. Then the sperm and the egg form a cell, and then those cells become a cluster. So a little bit like this, like a cluster. This is a cell. This is these are my cue cards that when I'm teaching one-on-ones, but this is a cluster, a happy cell. Then there's a cluster of cells that are formed. Those cells just grow until the heartbeat comes. So the mind and the brain is not yet formed. Then the heart tells the cells where to go and what to grow. And instead of being a cluster, they start growing little limbs, a head, then the brain is formed. So remember, you are the light, you are the love and light, and to shine your light bright. Also, that cluster of cells holds a higher intelligence called consciousness. When we're born, we know when to cry, to receive a hug, to receive food, to receive, I need my nappy changed, or I just want you to lift me up and be with me, I need your attention. And then that sort of dumbed down over time, and we lose that little light within, that purity, our consciousness, and we're told certain things, and we're told things unconsciously or coming from others subconsciously. And it isn't about blame. This is about understanding that when we lost it. So we come into the world, we're made with love. We come into the world with love, unconditional love. And we also go out. It's the in-between stuff of when we're a child. This is the inner child, when we start to disconnect of who we truly, truly are. So it's up to us, our responsibility, to look after our spiritual, our inner child, our spirit child, and bring it back, that purity, that love, and bring that back into Mother Earth and raise the vibration of the planet, and also teach others. You know, no one would hurt another human unless they were suffering from within. If it's impossible to have an open heart and feel emotional pain or stress. So if we all learn to gauge that stress, eliminate it and come into the heart, we will raise our vibration, we'll raise the vibration of others, and we will also raise the vibration of the planet. So that's where we're at. There's no return now. There's so much light on the planet. The only thing, the people that are still carrying the shadow or the darkness, they will be out there shaking people up. So please be aware of your energy and their energy. Just keep sending them love and light. You don't need to stay in an energy that doesn't serve you. Just keep sending them love and light, and they will rise. Your energy, energetically, you will align with their energy. So I'd like to say thank you so much for being part of this. Any questions, please reach out. I love hearing from you. I love your comments and telling me where you are. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Namaste.